What's going on, people? Fame Entertainment here from the inner circle. Flu and all, feeling terrible and all, but I told myself that I was going to do this. I will fight through this flu and I will make this happen. Now, I do want to apologize. This podcast was supposed to begin in like an hour. I told everybody it's going to begin in an hour. I started early because as the day is progressing, I am getting worse and I need to swallow a bunch of medicine and try to go to bed as quick as possible. But I did, like I said, I did not want to cancel this. I want to get out and I want to talk to you guys because I know I've been lacking on this channel, right? I went from making weekly videos to 3 videos a week to 2 videos a week to just doing the podcast. I want to get back to doing what I love doing, which is talking with you guys and writing articles, but things keep happening, and I do apologize about that, but I'm trying to get back to regularly uploading. Now, this is the Double XP Off Week Episode 5. The full Double XP podcast will begin. We'll be back next week. We'll have the return of Mamacita. There will be no guests next week. It will just be the panel, so make sure you guys are ready for that because we do have a lot of things to debate about. Chris, what's going on, my brother? Thanks for rocking with me as usual, my guy. So, before I get started on today's topic, I do want to give my quick impressions of the Xbox One X. Yes, I know I have plenty of videos saying that I will not be buying the Xbox One X day one. I won't have it first couple of months. It'll probably be a whole year before I bought an Xbox One X. And that holds true, even though now I am an owner of the Xbox One X. Oh, man, I feel terrible. I was gifted this console. Thank you to you guys might know him as JW or Kratos on Twitter, but he did bless me with an Xbox One X. I want to give my quick impressions. So if you aren't a PC gamer and if you don't have a PS4 Pro, the leap from the Xbox One / Xbox One S to the X is exponential. It is, and it's an incredible leap going from mostly 720 to 900p to 1440p to native 4K. It's a pretty significant jump. I think a lot of people were being really nearsighted with this console, and they kind of didn't want it to succeed. But I think it's actually an incredible console when it's compared to its actual competition, the PS4 Pro. Now I don't get this nonsense about comparing it to a PC. PC is not the Xbox One X competition. There's too many variables to PC to make it an Xbox One X competition. The PS4 Pro is its competition. And by everything we've seen so far, the Xbox One X visually is a better console. It isn't on par with the PS4 Pro. Yes, when it comes to games, Sony is knocking it out the park that leaps and beyond better than Microsoft. But sticking to the topic and sticking to what's on hand, we're looking at comparing a $500 machine to a $400 machine. Finally, the $500 machine is the more powerful console. So my recommendation, if you guys are looking to play more, because here's the thing, and I know I'm all over the place. Most people, don't get twisted me saying all. Most people, most casuals, play mostly multiplayer games. Dudes are playing Madden, 2K, GTA 5, playing these games all day up until tomorrow. Exclusives are great. I think exclusives are awesome. I'm not saying I'm not downplaying exclusive, but most people play multiplats. So if you are looking to have the best version of multiplex, the Xbox One X is the way to go. Is Microsoft lacking on games? Hell yeah. But I do recommend you guys to go out and buy the X if you got $500 to spare, or if you're looking to trade in your Xbox One S. 14 people in the chat. Thank you guys for rocking. Anchorman, what's happening, my brother? Continue. Like I said, you guys, I am hella sick. I apologize. Thank you guys for rocking with me for this off week episode. Now, let's talk about the Xbox One or the X. Now, I'm not going to talk about the S because the S wasn't up there. We're talking about the Xbox One. I remember day one, going out and buying my Xbox One. And I was excited. I came, hooked it up. I was all for the Connect. The Connect didn't bother me because I had a Connect for the 360. I have a wife and I have kids. So I knew I would get play out of the Connect, so it didn't bother me. But now that the Xbox One X is out, and seeing what it can do. I'm looking at the $500 I spent on the Xbox One and the $500 I would have spent on the Xbox One X I have now. I'm comparing the two and the value. The Xbox One X proves that the Xbox One L was an L. It was a complete and utter L. $500. $500 to play games in the state that we were playing them. I know people are going to say, oh, fan, when did you become a resolution whore? Fan, when did you become about graphics? It's about the games. The games are fun. Blah, 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 blah. I want to get the most out of my experience. Gaming isn't cheap. Those people seem to realize gaming isn't cheap. It's one of the most expensive hobbies in the world, right? So I've always had, you know, top quality 1080p televisions. Now I got top quality 4K televisions. So I have these, I have these televisions. I want the most out of those televisions. And that's what the Xbox One X is giving me. And the Xbox One at the time didn't. It did not give me that. At the beginning of the generation, yes, Microsoft's pumping out the games. Then the games really slowed down, right? But we didn't have the multiplayer games. The multiplayer games were either constantly having frame rate drops. They were running at 720p or 520p, whatever crazy resolution the original Titanfall was. And it was absolutely crazy. But now looking at that same $500 gets you near to native 4K resolution. It's getting you better lighting. It's getting you better textures. Having this console now, I hate to say this, but I regret buying my original Xbox One day one. Because I didn't spend just $500. I ended up spending a total of like $6 something when it came to buying games and etc. Now the Xbox One S was a upgrade. This game's pretty much played the same, but adding that 4K Blu-ray player and having a much slimmer box, a much prettier box. I know people are gonna say it's not important. It's important to some people, and it is important to me. The aesthetic of the box is important to me. I want it to look good on my entertainment center. You know, I know a lot of people are streaming movies, things like that, but I got 4K Blu-rays. I want to watch my 4K, my 4K Blu-ray players on this console. I got a lot out of the S more than I did the original Xbox with their 4K Blu-ray player, right? But looking back at it, I don't think anyone in their right mind frame can say that the original Xbox One is a success. It was an absolute and utter failure. And I think the best part about the Xbox One is the feature of the attachment that they discontinued, and that was the Connect. And now I gotta go spend $40 because I bought my S after the promotion of getting a free Connect adapter was over. Right? I bought it afterwards. So now I have to go and spend $40 on an adapter for the Connect so my wife and kids can play Fruit Ninja or Dance Central. Essentially, I can play Dance Central or use voice command. I think that's complete and utter bullshit. It's complete and utter bullshit. The Connect, for all the shit it got and all the nonsense it got, it was a pretty cool piece of technology, especially if you are a gamer with a family. Like I said, I have a 2-year-old that has yet to be able to experience the Connect, to be able to see herself playing and dance. My 2-year-old loves to dance. She loves to dance. She loves to sing. And now I have to go out and spend $40 on the adapter just to do that. And I think it's complete bullshit on Microsoft's part to offer the free Connect adapter with the Xbox One S, but not do it with the X. It's complete bullshit. Going to the chat here. Hey, found you want to take an older, it's more to date. Yeah, I completely get that, right? I completely get, you know, the technology is different, but I'm just looking at value and inflation, right? So how much does a Snicker bar cost now? $1.30, you know, $1.40, whatever, depending on where you go. And back in whenever it was created, was it 50 cents? I was looking at inflation and how things supposed to work, right? So if you look at a console in 2013, shouldn't cost the same as a console in 2017. That original Xbox should have been $300. Now I get the holding my bundle and connect, which was probably silly on their part, but it should have been what, $300, if that. Let me ask you guys in the comment section down below who did not buy an Xbox or do not have an Xbox One. If it would have launched without the Connect at $300, would you have bought it? Because it was complete BS that the by far weaker console was $100 more than the PS4. I got a guy that says if you have a Pro, the X is worthless. I don't believe so. I don't believe that. I wholeheartedly do not believe that. If you have a Pro, okay. If you have a Pro, do you have a PC to play these games that are not on the Pro? Because as far as many exclusives and great games that are on the PlayStation, they don't have every game that's out. And if you do not have a PC and you want the best version of the games that are not on PS4 or the best version of the games, on multiplats, the Xbox One is a great value. $399, $349 was definitely more. Yeah, it would have been great. I think the Xbox wouldn't. I get the whole, it had DRM and a bunch of other nonsense, but $300 or $349 would have made things a lot smoother. It'd been a lot smoother, easier buy for people. Say, all right, they got this console. They're talking a whole lot about TV. They got this HDMI pass to cool. $300, I bet. It's not going to be as powerful as this console, but it's cheaper. So if I'm balling on a budget, $399, or $300 or $349 versus $399, I'm gonna go ahead and ball on a budget and get this Xbox. And you're right, Chris. The X, if you're and that's a lot of things. Chris, Definance, what's up, my guy? Chris was brought a point about the ecosystem, right? If you guys aren't watching this live, the reason if you guys can be calling our names because I actually watch my chat and try to interact with my chat more on these XXP off week. But the ecosystem is very important. If you have 300+ games on your Xbox One, you're not going to just jump ship and just throw that console away. You're definitely going to go and get the X. And I think a lot of it is crazy to think that, in the span of 4 years, you can spend $1,000. But then a lot of us, say, oh, PC gaming, the entry is a little too high, but you spend $1,000 in 4 years. You know what I'm saying? So I do think if you're in the ecosystem, it's important for you to move up, But I would suggest not holding on to that OG anymore. Get what you can get from it, cut loose, go get the X. It's a big upgrade. It's a massive upgrade. It's night and day. It might not be night and day with the Pro as far as the X goes, but it is night and day with the Xbox One. Night and day. Shout out to my man Jerkoff. Xbox Live at 15 years old today. The granddaddy of console online gaming. But continue with the Xbox One X talk. Apparently, in Japan, things aren't much different for the Xbox One X. And as I say this, don't call it damage control. But I don't know exactly how many Xbox One X's were put out to be sold in Japan, but I know it's more than what's been reported. So apparently the Xbox One, of course, for this month in Japan, so it was like 120 consoles, right? And that's about right for Japan with the Xbox, because they don't really buy Xbox. I've seen months where they sold like 5 or 10. But the Xbox One X sold 1,332. And on the base, you hear that, it's laughable, right? Because the PS4 Pro sold like 60K. Well, I know it's PS4 Pro or PS4 sold like 20, 30K. And the and the Switch sold about 60 or 70K, right? But the Xbox One sold 1,132 consoles. That's terrible. Absolutely terrible. But in the UK, they sold 80,000 units. 80,000 in the UK. And from everything I've been reading, it took the PS4 Pro 4 months to accomplish that. And for better retrospect, we all know how great the Nintendo Switch is selling, right? We know how great it's selling. It's selling like hotcakes. the Xbox One X sold the same amount as the Nintendo Switch did in the same month. So I am extremely interested on what the NPDs will look like. Very interested in what the NPDs will look like, because I told people a while back, I don't care that Mario Odyssey is releasing. I don't care that Horizon Zero Dawn DLC is releasing. New hardware always sells. Now, the bigger story is what's going to happen after that. You know, what's going to happen to tail end. Well, this first was that 80,000 in the UK just already the gamers who already have an Xbox? Was the hardcore gamers? Will the same results happen with the NPD? Will it be people who already have an Xbox rushing out to go get the better tech? And then when things fall off in December, we will see. But as of right now, that 80K and for the first week in the UK, amazing. And it's great. And I try to express this to people, right? I try to express this to people. You shouldn't be upset or mad that a console sells well. Believe it or not, there are people who are salty as all freaking get out because of they're hearing that the Xbox One X is selling well, because they're hearing that GameStop had sold out or nearly sold out of their console. They're upset that the PS4 is continuing to dominate. They're upset that the Switch came out of left field and is dominating itself. People are actually upset as if these things don't enhance our favorite hobby. If I bought an Xbox and you bought a PS4, dope. I don't see what the problem is. You went out and you put money into an industry that I love. You went out and put money in an industry that I love to partake in. That's my favorite pastime, my favorite hobby. Thank you. So for those people who went out and bought an Xbox One X, thank you. If you're a loyal PS4 guy, or loyal Switch guy, Nintendo guy, thank you. Thank you for going out and buying it. Thank you for going out and supporting this industry. I never understood people being upset that a console sells. I never understood the salt behind it. You should be thanking people for going out and investing into the industry. And hell, you should go out and do research yourself, thinking about maybe, hey, what am I missing here? People are going out and buying a Switch. I don't have a Switch. People are going out and buying a PS4. I don't have a PS4. People are going out and buying an Xbox One X. I don't have an Xbox One X. So what is it about this console that people think that I'm not seeing? Maybe I should go and do some research myself instead of listening to their favorite fanboy on YouTube. Instead of listening to their favorite fanboy on Twitter. What are they not telling me? What's my favorite YouTuber not telling me about this console and the reason why everybody's going out to buy it? What is this person on Twitter not telling me? You guys have to begin to branch out. You have to branch out. You have to start listening to different people and doing your own research. Things sell for a reason. The Xbox One X, even though a lot of us said Microsoft maybe should have backed off on how the 4K talk, they've been doing hella advertisement. Every time I look up, there's a commercial for the Xbox One X with that Kanye, no one man should have all that power. That was fucking brilliant. Fucking brilliant. I know people are going to say, it's always been about the games, fame. It's always been about the games. Yes, it's been about the games. But you cannot sit here and tell me that power, big part of what happened again this generation. You can't tell me when Yoshida was sending out tweets about the difference between 720p and 1080p. Or Sony telling people 1080p makes you a better game. I don't want to hear nothing about power didn't matter, because it's always mattered. Game has been the forefront, yes. But power was a close two. 1A, 1B, and 1B is power. So I think it's brilliant. Microsoft went down and said, yo, we're going to give y'all true 4K. Yeah, it's not really true 4K. Everything's not negative. Okay. But they didn't back off. They didn't back off. They went out and said, you know what? We said this is what we're going to do. We're going to push power. We're going to stick to it. No one man should have. When I seen that commercial, I was like, yo, Microsoft was like, all right, I'm taking fucking gloves off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting back into this fight, which is great, because Sony been whooping that ass. And Microsoft said, I'm tired of getting punched in the fucking face. I'm about to fight back, which is great. Now they got to hit us with the games. It's time to hit with the software. I don't hear any more excuses about anything else Microsoft is doing, because you got no more excuses, right? You got the hardware out. You have the most powerful console on the market. All your games are going to look the best. Now, it's time to get the first party pop, because first party this year has been trash. Halo Wars 2, come on. Maybe be for some, but not for me. Super Lucky Tail. I'm not gonna go out the reviews. I was hyped for Super Lucky Tail, but some of the stuff I seen kind of scared me a little bit. The limited moves, he got like 2-3 moves. He jump, dash, spin, go on the ground. That's it. The camera angle kind of put me off a little bit, but I still might buy it on Black Friday. But other than that, as far as retail games, what has Microsoft really done? Much of nothing. So 2018 and beyond, I don't hear anything about delays. I don't want to hear any more excuses about what's going on with studios, stuff getting shut down. It's time to build studios. Phil Spencer said we're going to start investing in the first party, building studios. I want to see it. I want to. You can't sell gamers on a dream for long. You cannot do it. So 2018, Microsoft, now that you got this power, it's time to freaking use it. Because Sony doesn't have the most powerful console, but they got some of the best looking games on the market with Horizon Zero Dawn. And The Last of Us 2, even though which is a CGI trailer, that CGI thing looked incredible. Paintings was dropping everywhere. Microsoft needs that. They need that. I'm looking forward to some stuff Microsoft putting out next year. Believe it or not, I'm a Crackdown fan. So I'm looking to see what improvements they made by delaying it. Because it looked like hot garbage graphically. It looked bad. The mechanics look bad. Major Nelson tried to damage control with the whole physics thing when cars was butt humping each other. So I'm looking forward to what improvements they made by delaying it. State of Decay 2 looks amazing. The only reason I really didn't get to State of Decay 1 because everything I watched in YouTube videos, things like that, I felt that game needed multiplayer. It looked like a cool concept. It was just missing multiplayer. They added multiplayer. I'm excited to what State of Decay 2 will look like next year. I've got my hands on Sea of Thieves already, so I know Sea of Thieves is going to be a really fun game. People are sleeping on Sea of Thieves, giving it unfair criticism, saying, "Oh, well, what else you going to be able to do in the game?" Any game that showed you trailer, you don't know what else you're going to be able to do. You name me one game in the history of games, and you tell me by looking at a trailer or looking at a small sample of gameplay, everything's going to happen in that game. You do not know. So why are people saying, "Well, what else are you going to be able to do in the game?" Wait for the game to come out, damn it. Or go play it. Get in the alpha and play and see what the fuss is all about. The game is fun. Okay? It's fun. It looks fun. People hated on the water tech that's going into PUBG from Sea of Thieves. It's good goddamn water tech. Yeah, you can't hate on it, right? But next year is the last time I want to hear let's play for E3. It is the last time I want to hear that. It is the last time Microsoft better do that because next year's E3, that's it. That's the one. It's make or break for Microsoft. It lets me know if Phil Spencer is full of shit. Because he said last year, yeah, we got games that's 2-3 years away, but we don't want to show them right now. We don't want to show them too early. This was said beginning of this year or end of last year. This is what was said from Phil Spencer. So, it's E3 coming up. This is the time that shows that you show games that are a year to 2 years away. This is the time. It's make or break for Phil. It's 100% make or break. And I'm not gonna sit here and say, "Oh, Phil's full of crap. He's a liar." But this upcoming E3 will show a lot. It's actually gonna show me everything because it's the time for hardware is done. And I don't want to hear next year all of a sudden, "Oh, introducing Xbox VR." Fuck that. Fuck all of that. I don't care about none of that. I want software. The controllers y'all put out, dope, great design controllers. And really quick, but people who go out and get mad and say, "Oh, look, and they make more controllers than games," you have to realize that's a different department. The folks who make controllers are not the same folks who make games. I don't want our people to realize that people get mad at a division for doing their job. There is a division at Microsoft for controllers, and they are doing a hell of a job. So to say, "Oh, Microsoft invested more into controlling their own games," they got two different sides of company, two different budgets. You know what I'm saying? Completely separate from each other. They got one boss with two different budgets. So if you're making the burgers at McDonald's, why are you sweating about how many fries being put out? You focus on the burgers, G. You make them burgers the best burgers you can make. And don't worry about how much salt going on the French fries. Because them two separate parts of the damn kitchen. So don't worry about that, right? So stop hating on French fries because we ain't getting enough hamburgers. Don't be mad at the French fries because we ain't got enough hamburgers. Okay? It's really that simple. But I do want to thank you guys for rocking with me today. I had about 20 people plus live with me today. Much appreciated. Like I told you guys before, I apologize for not being around as much. I am sick as hell. I'm about to take some meds right now and go to sleep. We do have a regular Double XP podcast going next week. If you guys want to hear people debate and not be fanboys, but debate and have great conversation, the topics going back and forth, please hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and join us next week. It's myself, Mr. Nickodemus X, Mamacita, Crunk Girl, and our newest addition, Dallas Downey Jr. Thank you guys for rocking with me once again. This is Fame Entertainment from TiCGN.com, the greatest website on earth. You guys have a great one, and I'm out.